Good morning, you guys. It is Saturday. We're having a blizzard. I'll show you guys the snow later. I don't feel like getting up off the couch. I just woke up. It's 8:30. I didn't get to do a video the past couple of days because work was busy and crazy, and honestly I didn't do that well because I wasn't on the camera, so I'm kind of annoyed. I just weighed myself in and I'm up 1.2. Hold on. I think it's 1.2. Either way, it's not good. I feel I don't feel like I gained any weight, so it's kind of like, I want to say the F word, but it is what it is. But I wanted to do something different today with you guys. I wanted to show you me just eating regular. Like, I have no plan to follow Weight Watchers today because I got cheese and crackers in there. I got olives. I'm making a delicious soup. So that's what today is going to be. It's going to be me just eating regular. I don't plan to go too crazy, but I really don't give off today. Because what else is there to do in this? No, I know that's awful to say, but I mean, it's just who I am. But I'm going to enjoy my coffee for now and figure out what I'm going to make for breakfast. Rob plows, so he's sleeping right now, and I want to make him a good breakfast because he'll have to go out like 2 more times today because I think they're saying now that we are going to get close to like 20 inches. I think 18 to 24 inches is what they're saying. I have no idea. It's awful. I'll show you guys a little bit later because I'm not going anywhere near the door. I keep peeking out the window and this is all I see. Like, it's just snow in the window, so it might even still be zoomed in. But yeah, I'm gonna have my coffee and watch some TV. So I'm gonna make breakfast now. I'm gonna make, I've never had these before, the Kodiak cakes. I'm gonna make them into waffles. So yeah, let's make some of these. Let me see how, if you were doing Weight Watchers, let me tell you how much they'd be. For following Weight Watchers, which I'm not today, 1/2 a cup of this mix is 5 points. So I assume that can make one big waffle, or maybe 2 pancakes. I'm not sure, but let's get it mixed up. Sorry for all the clutter in the background. I don't have a lot of like storage space, so a lot of the time this stuff gets stuck on the counter. And sneak peek, I will be making cake pops today. So excited. Or tomorrow. I'll probably do them today. Alright, so for waffles, we need 1 cup of this. I spilt it all while bringing it over. This up. Fork it up. Whatever. I don't have like a real whisk. I mean, I have like a plastic one that like was here since like before my time here. Rob lived here before I did. I moved in with him, so I don't know. He probably has it from like the dollar store, or it was a gift. Who knows? These smell good. I'm gonna let this sit for a second, and I'm gonna take out my waffle maker. All right, so here's my waffle iron. I got this at Kohl's one Black Friday. It's pretty good. Once this light turns green, you can't see it. Once that light turns green, I think I'm ready to stick the pancake batter on, or waffle batter. I'm not really sure. I kind of just do it however I feel fit. Here's my delicious waffle. It is all done, and I also put some turkey bacon in the microwave because I was too lazy to do it in a pan. That was hot. So I'm gonna plate it all up and enjoy my breakfast. Here's my delicious breakfast, and I also just made another cup of coffee. I'm gonna add my Splenda and my creamer and enjoy my breakfast. So Rob has officially left me to go do his first round of snow plowing. I am enjoying my lunch. I'm gonna put some of these olives on the plate. These are like spicy olives that the light is glaring. These have like these have like red pepper flakes on them. They're so good. And here on the plate, I have like really aged Gouda. It's really crumbly. It's so good. This is another type of aged Gouda, but I don't think it's as aged as this one. And this is cheddar. And I've got these kind of Triscuits. I love them. They're so good. My mouth is watering. I need to go eat this now. Having a banana and watching 10 Things I Hate About You. I have not watched this movie in forever. Enjoying my snow day. Getting ready to make chicken sausage tortellini soup. I'm kind of altering the recipe a friend sent to me, so it's kind of, I'm doing it as I go. This looks weird. It looks like there's like a paper towel here. It's just the glare from the, where I just wiped down everything. Anyway, so I'm going to cut up these veggies. I'm going to be using, as this is just the veggie portion of the recipe, I'm going to be using yellow squash. I could not find zucchini. I have to clean these really quick. They look kind of icky. I always use this pre-chopped garlic from Target just because I'm lazy and garlic always gets sticky. I'm going to use, I bought this green bell pepper for the recipe. I also have a red one I want to use, so I'm going to use that as well. I'm going to cut up this onion and some carrots. And I'm going to chop this all up, and then I'm going to show you guys the chicken sausage that I got. So I have all my veggies chopped up. I have that whole onion. I've got 3 of the carrots. I've got the red pepper, the green pepper, and the yellow zucchini. And again, I just use this pre-chopped garlic. Let me show you guys the chicken sausage that I use. So this is spicy chicken sausage that I got from Whole Foods. It smells delicious. I take it out of the casings. This is a pound, and it gives me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 links. I hope it's enough. I wish I kind of wish I got a pound and a half, just because I feel like I want to make a big batch. But I'm gonna get this out of the casings and get it into a pot. All right, so I'm gonna add a little EVOO, extra virgin olive oil, to this pan. Please don't mind my messy stove. It's stained and I don't know how to clean it. It's like medium heat. I'm gonna add a little olive oil. I'm gonna take the chicken sausage and I cut the casing like that. Peel it off. Put it aside. And then I just break it up and get it nice and crispy in the pot. So now that this is nice and crispy, you are going to remove the chicken sausage into a bowl, but leave the grease to cook the veggies in. I love crispy sausage. I wish this got a little bit crispier, but I think because it's chicken sausage, it won't crisp up as good as regular sausage. But trying to make it a little healthier. So now that we have the grease, I'm not going to add any more olive oil. I'm going to start by adding my onion. I'm going to turn down the heat and let that cool off for a second. Add the onion. And I'm going to add, I guess they say 1 teaspoon is like a clove of garlic, so I'm going to add probably like 4. I love garlic, so the more the better. Make sure that's nice and low. I don't want it to get burned. I'll let this cook up for a little bit. I'm going to season it with a little salt and pepper. There we go. This is like calmed down a bit. I feel like it was just way too hot. So this is like a medium-low flame. I'm going to let this cook for about 5 more minutes, then I'm going to add the rest of the veggies. So now that this is all cooked up nicely, I'm going to add to these veggies. I'm just going to dump them all in. Now that is a lot of veggies. It looks like a lot, but all of the stuff will cook down. And I mean, the more veggies, the better in a soup, if you ask me. So I'm going to go ahead and season this with a bunch of stuff. I'm going to show you as I go. First, of course, I'm going to start out with pepper. Some salt. I love this seasoning from Trader Joe's. It's everyday seasoning. It's got, I assume, everything in it. Here's the ingredients. I don't know if that's focusing. But I love this, and I'm almost running out of it, so I need to grab some more. I also love the 21 Season Salute. I go like back and forth between buying this or that. Because I love spicy, I'm going to add a little bit of crushed red pepper flakes. I've mentioned before in other videos that I season the crap out of everything, so I add a lot of seasonings. Some garlic. I'm going to add some oregano. Now I'm basing this off of a recipe a friend sent me. The recipe's a little bit different, but this is how I usually cook soups. I will list everything that I'm using down below. Again, the seasonings are all just eyeballed, but I'll give you a general measurement. I'm going to use Italian seasoning because the recipe does say to add basil, dried basil. I unfortunately don't have dried basil, so I'm just going to go with a little bit of Italian seasoning, which can't hurt. And I feel like I'm forgetting something. Oh. This is a beef broth based soup, but I always add a bouillon cube just because I love the flavor. So I'm going to let it melt in there. Alright, so I'm going to let this cook, cover everything with the seasonings. Oh my god, it smells heavenly in here. I think it's the oregano right now. Oh my god. Look at the color too. You have like every color represented here. I love it. Alright, so now I'm going to add about half a can of these diced tomatoes. The recipe calls for 2 cups. I'm just going to eyeball 2 cups because I don't feel like actually measuring it out. But I'm going to add some diced tomatoes, half of this can of tomato sauce, because unfortunately I ran to Whole Foods. They didn't have a little just 8-ounce container, or yeah, 8-ounce can of tomato sauce, so I'm going to use about half of this. Guess 1 cup, 2 cups. It's only leaving with a little bit. I would add it, but Rob doesn't really like chunks of tomatoes, so I'm just going to go with that. So now I'm going to dump in about half of this. I just added a little bit more Italian seasoning, so I was just looking over the recipe and it said to add 2 tablespoons worth of basil leaves. So I just added 2 more dumps of the dried Italian seasoning. I wanted to make sure that it's seasoned good. And now I'm going to add some beef broth. I have this. This is 32 ounces. I'm going to add this. And then a can, because they did not have 2 containers of the beef broth because everyone was going snow crazy and I guess making soup. I think I might hold off on the other little can for now because my pot isn't that big. If I need it, I'll add it. Oh my gosh, this smells delightful. Okay, and it also calls for a little red wine. Let me grab. Just using what I had from what I was drinking the other night. This is just Pinot Noir. I guess any dry red wine would work. Alright, and the last thing we have to add back in is the chicken sausage. Alright, so now we're just going to let this simmer for about 45 minutes. I'm going to simmer it very low because I want all of these seasonings to blend well together. And then you will add the tortellini however you'd like. If you'd like to just add it right in. I usually make the tortellini on the side and then add it as we need it because I don't like how mushy pasta gets in soups. So yeah, I'm just going to let this simmer on low and I'll be back to it. Here's the blizzard. I have to get something out of my car. Oh, Rob's truck. I don't know if I'm going to make it. Let's see if I can. I made it back safe from the snow. My god, it was so cold. I thought I'd have to like shovel out one side of my car, and once I saw it I was like, this is never gonna, I don't know how I'm gonna get my car out. But the other side, there was like kind of like a barrier that I could just open the door and get in, thank god. So I'm very grateful right now, but I hate the snow. More coffee time. Found these rice cakes last time I was at Whole Foods, and they're delicious. For when I am counting points, these are 1 point a cake, 2 points per cake. It's a little high for rice cakes, but they are so stinking good, and it will go perfect with my cup of coffee. Here's the soup all done, and here's the tortellini I made on the side because I was not wanting to cook the tortellini in the soup. I just don't like how mushy the pasta gets. We already each had a bowl. It was to die for. Day 2 of being snowed in. I'm in bed with a cup of coffee. I actually let Buster come into bed with me because Rob is not here. My room is a mess and it's still like very boy-like. We still have a Scarface poster up. See that? I moved in here. Like, this was Rob's apartment and I moved in, and clearly I'm too lazy to redecorate until we decide to buy something together. Rob's out snow plowing. We have almost, let me show you guys, from the front of the house. That's my car. I'm not going anywhere today. Rob has our only shovel, obviously, because he's out plowing. I feel so bad for him. It's just so much work for the equipment he has. He had to recruit his brother-in-law to help, besides from his other worker. But I think I'm going to take Buster out there for a walk a little bit later to explore a little bit more. But yeah, I'm still in the same clothes as yesterday. Still gross. My hair's now on top of my head because I'm so gross. I should probably take a shower. But I'm gonna get back in bed and watch some TV. So here's my breakfast. I did another Kodak, whatever you want to call it, pancake waffle. I measured it this time. This time it's 5 points for the waffle. I did measure out half a tablespoon of syrup. I have the I have this light version, and 1 tablespoon is 1 point. And I cut up a banana. Here's my cake pops. Luckily for me, these aren't going to be so tempting. These give me a bellyache, so I do not eat these usually. So being stuck in the house again today is going to be another struggle. But yesterday I decided to be my eat whatever I want day. Today is going to be back on track. So I have this. I had my coffee. So altogether this is 5, 6. The coffee is 2, 7, 8 point breakfast. I have 22 left for the day. So, this is an odd little lunch. I'm just having French fries. This is like a snacky snack day for me. I'm bored out of my mind. I'm trying to clean up, and I've become addicted to the show Girls on HBO. I saw it on demand for free, so I've been laying in bed watching that in between loads of laundry. I'm literally stranded here until Rob gets home with a shovel, and God knows when that will be. So, lunch is 5 points. That brings me down to 15 for the day. I also had one of these delicious bad boys earlier. These are 2 points apiece. I also calculated the points for the soup I made yesterday. I think it comes out to be, I'll have to check my computer again. I think it was 4 points for the soup, a cup of the soup. Maybe less. I don't, because I made a big pot. I put it in for 6 people. I would think it would be 6 or 7 points with the tortellini. I'm still like new to using the recipe builder, so who knows. But anyway, it's not that high in points if you measure out your tortellini. So this is lunch, and yeah, boring day so far. Go, come on, Buster. Come on. Come on, come on. Slow. So slippery out. This is my side street. It hasn't even been plowed yet. It's still pretty bad out. Alright guys, I'm going to finish my day with the soup I made yesterday. I did do the calculations. The soup itself comes out to be 4 points a cup. That's just like, I just put it into the app. This chicken sausage that's worth points. And the wine. And the beef broth. I think that was 0 as well. So it's full of veggies. The only thing that adds points here is the chicken sausage, which I used spicy chicken sausage from Whole Foods. So I'm counting this as 4 points, and a half a cup of tortellini, which is 5. So 9 points altogether for my delicious dinner. I hope you guys enjoyed this one day of me eating whatever I want, and then one day following back on Weight Watchers. I will talk to you guys later. Bye.